HIV, human immunodeficiency virus, is a virus that attacks the immune system by attacking cells such as the T cell. When infection occurs, HIV attacks the T cell without prior warning, and the T cell is destroyed. Much like the T cell wondering where that blow came from, there are many unanswered questions about HIV, but we will analyze the ways of transmission, the mechanisms, ways to prevent it, and current research. HIV is not a living thing. Although it has RNA, it lacks other qualifications. It cannot make ATP, it does not grow, it cannot reproduce on its own, and it has no ribosomes. Therefore, it can't make proteins on its own. Since it can't reproduce on its own, HIV needs a host. So the virus targets cells such as the CD4 T cells, which regulate the immune system, macrophages, which are responsible for breaking apart damaged cells, bacteria, and viruses inside the body, to present it to the T cell, and dendritic cells, which are antigen-presenting cells from the outer surfaces of the body. Before actually targeting the cells, however, the virus needs to get inside the body. HIV is transmitted through sexual intercourse, infected needles, maternal-fetal child, but there has been a decrease in this type of infection, and very rarely blood transfusions and organ transplants from infected people. As you can infer, HIV is only transmitted through blood, semen, rectal fluids, and vaginal fluids. There are currently 35 million infected people in the world, with 2.3 million new cases each year, and 20% of Americans are unaware that they have HIV. Part of the reason is because the first step of HIV is acute HIV infection, which is often confused with flu, but it is a step in which the viral load is the highest, so the virus can spread quicker. The second stage is a clinical latency stage, where the virus is reproducing in the body without producing symptoms, and tests are negative, thus the virus goes undetected. The third stage is AIDS, which means your C4 cells are really low and you have acquired opportunistic illnesses. There is currently no cure for HIV, but there's a treatment called highly active antiretroviral therapy available that reduces the viral load to undetectable levels and increases the amount of CD4 cells in the body. HAART works by targeting many of the points of infection. First, it blocks HIV from getting into the cell and fusing with the host cell. Then, it blocks the nucleoside reverse transcriptase from making a DNA strand from RNA. After, it blocks integrase from integrating the viral DNA into the host cell's DNA. Finally, it blocks protease from assembling the virus. Now that we know the mechanisms of HIV and modes of transmission, it is also important to talk about the misconceptions of HIV. First, HIV is present in all communities. HIV is not a death sentence, and HIV does not mean one has AIDS. There is also a variety of careers dealing with HIV, such as basic research, which is working in labs, medical technician, assisting in labs, or a physician, treating a patient. In order to work in these fields, you would need a degree in science, a PhD, or an MD. Lastly, the current research being done is over the homozygosity for a 32BP deletion in the CCR5 gene that provides resistance against HIV acquisition.